Everyone, we'll call the meeting of the Public Health, Safety, and Transportation Committee to order. It is December 10th, 2024, and it's at 4 o'clock. Please call the roll.
Chairperson Mike Seville.
Present.
Vice Chair Bill Donnell.
Present.
Alderwoman Wani Garza.
Present.
Alderman John Lash.
Present.
Alderman Temes Yakos.
Present.
5 present.
Okay, and the first item on the agenda is approval of the minutes, 24-0940. Approve the minutes for the PHS&T meeting held on November 26, 2024. Is there a motion?
Motion to approve.
Second.
Motion for approval from Alderwoman Wani Garza, second by Alderman Mesiacos. Any corrections, additions, or deletions? I'm sorry? Donnell, sorry. Huh? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion carried and approved. The minutes for 5-0. Any members of the public wishing to speak?
No one has signed up.
Okay, we'll go to the agenda then. We have one item, 24-0947, resolution establishing the maximum number of Class B on-site consumption liquor licenses unofficially related to the application from Reynoso Enterprises Corp. at 470 Hinman Street in Aurora, Ward number 3. Jennifer, take it away.
Good afternoon, Jennifer Stallings, City Clerk. So we do have the owners present here today. Just a brief introduction. The owners have actually been owners of, they were owners of another restaurant downtown for a long time, several years anyway, and the downtown restaurant did have a liquor license. They sold that recently, and I should slow down for poor Silvana. Sorry, she's interpreting. They did open this new restaurant. These owners did have a distance reduction hearing for this location because, as you will notice or probably have noticed, the location is within 500 feet of residences. So they had their distance reduction hearing on November 21st, or prior to that. The order was signed by the hearing officer on November 21st, and he did grant the reduction in distance for them. During the hearing, the owners did testify that they do not intend to have any entertainment at that location. They did testify as to their hours. They intend to close relatively early, and these are some of the considerations with having a liquor licensed establishment so close to residential homes. They testified that their hours will be 7 days a week, 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. or 10? 9? Okay. So they will not be open late. And other than that, I don't think I have anything too far out of the ordinary, but they are here if you have any questions for them directly.
Which downtown restaurant did they own and recently closed?
Taqueria El Tío.
Oh,
Correct.
okay. Any questions of the committee?
Mr. Chairman,
Alderman Donnell?
what was the former use of the building that they're in now?
I do not know. They have had a restaurant there for, has it been a year that you've been open? Yeah. What was there prior to you? Okay, and our business compliance officer is indicating that there were other restaurants there prior to this restaurant.
Well, there was a restaurant and a bar called Mickey's, but maybe this wasn't it? No.
Mickey's used to be across the street. This restaurant is located in Silvano's Plaza. Growing up, it was Hinman Grocery Store, where I used to go visit frequently for candy. But now it's been subdivided, and just to give you a little context, Taco Mobile used to be in this place too, which moved a little bit, which Taco Mobile moved to a standalone building on Hill Avenue. So there was another restaurant after Taco Mobile, and it didn't stick around very long, but this is the new ownership here at this place. And it's across the street from the old Buckner's Bakery, Mr. Chairman, I don't know if you remember,
Mhm, sure.
on Fifth Avenue as
Yeah,
well. So
absolutely.
just 2 blocks away, short blocks away from where I used to live. So I hope I did that justice, a little bit of a history lesson.
Perfect.
All right, thank you.
We did discuss in the very early stages in the development services team meeting, there was some concern expressed initially with the parking. Alderman Masakos, you probably are familiar with the parking that is allocated to the shopping area there. There aren't that many spots, but there is a city lot that provides enough parking, and city staff was satisfied, if you are all satisfied with the amount of parking that's available with the addition of the city lot right there. I think it's just right, even, it's real close, so we,
Next to the restaurant.
Yeah.
24 extra parking.
yeah.
Yeah,
So-
there's an extra park, there's a city lot there. If you remember, First Steps used to be on the other side of that parking lot,
Mhm.
on Spencer and Fifth. It's not there any longer. City owned it for a while, then sold it. And they have their own parking as well, so I think it should be adequate enough.
Yeah.
There's been no complaints in regards to parking as is right now for that location, that plaza, to this point.
And they've been open a year, they're just now coming forward with the liquor request?
That's a very good question. Brings up another point. They actually started talking about liquor quite a while ago after they opened, but they did have to do a little bit of remodeling, so they've actually put in some work for this.
And when did they officially open then?
When did they what?
Officially open?
Well, they had to actually remodel after they opened in order to meet the requirements for the liquor license. As far as the building stuff goes, I'm not that good with it, with the specifics, but I know that they had to put in some work in order to actually meet the requirements.
For the liquor license?
For.
But they were operating a business prior to that, though?
Yeah.
Is that correct?
Yeah.
How long have you operated your business there?
This one? For like 15 years.
15 years?
They've been business operators for 15 years total.
We used to own the Taqueria Tío.
Yeah.
12, 13 years. Then like 1 year over here.
No, I understand the existing restaurant, how long have you been open?
Last December.
So almost a year. Okay, great. Alderman Lesh?
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Because I've never participated in one of the distance reduction hearings, do we send notices out to the public, to the neighbors around that facility to see if to invite them to that hearing?
So we do not. In our liquor code currently, we send notice to the alderman's office. So all of the aldermen are aware of the hearing, but we don't send notice to all of the residences within the 500 feet.
Okay. And then if we approve this and they decide to change their hours, will the liquor license be extended? Let's say they decide to stay open till 11 p.m. Will they be able to sell liquor till 11 p.m.?
I think that in this situation, it would warrant special notation potentially on their license because they are in a residential area and it's more of a sensitive area, I think. So that we specifically notate what the hours that they've been approved to operate. Generally speaking, the hours of operation for service of alcohol are indicated in the code of ordinances. And we don't identify specifically on the license what they've been approved for. But because they are ingrained so deeply in a neighborhood, if the council, wishes to do something like that, we could certainly coordinate with the liquor commissioner to identify specifically what the approved hours for service of alcohol at least would be. We wouldn't necessarily make them close the operations of the complete business. We wouldn't dictate the hours of that, but With the alcohol, we could limit that.
Would that be done through this process, through an amendment?
We have not ever done it that I can think of. This is really the first that I can think of that has been right in the middle of the neighborhood for me. And I think that it would just be a contingency on the liquor license, that because this is what they have in their application, this is what they are being approved for.
So how would we word that contingency then in the application to limit it to 9 p.m.? I'm comfortable with doing it till
Yeah.
9 p.m., but I can see how it could potentially become a problem
Yeah.
if they were to change both entertainment and hours of operation. I mean, the next neighbor is literally in the backyard, so.
Yeah, no, I agree. I think that we would need to put it on the actual license. We would have to put the hours of alcohol service allowed on the actual liquor license.
Do we need a motion here to add that limitation at this level?
I don't believe that we would, only because that's what's on the application. You know what I mean? So we're not approving an individual application, we're opening up the space. We're opening up a spot for an actual, to issue, for the commissioner to issue another liquor license. So if the liquor commissioner chooses then to issue the liquor license to this applicant, then it can be limited to
By
those
the commissioner.
hours. Yeah, based on their application. And let me just make sure, as we're talking about it, we have, so 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. is what they have listed.
Yes, I saw it on the
Yeah.
application there,
Yeah.
but I was just curious what the process was to make sure we don't create a problem for ourselves down the road.
Yeah.
Uh,
I think it's, in my opinion, with the liquor licenses, because it's issued by the liquor commissioner, I think that most of the weight comes with the application and what's approved under the application. And none of us necessarily have any interest in upsetting the neighborhood. Certainly, we want everyone to be happy. And if this is what they are, the applicants are coming to us with, requesting, right now, they're happy with that. And I know in the past, we have seen people, and this is a really good point that you bring up, we've seen businesses who have changed a little bit, perhaps in the late night hours, they do things that are a little different. So it's a really good thing to watch out for, and it's a good thing to make very clear from the beginning what they are approved to do. So no entertainment hours, those types of things, making very clear that in 5 years, if I'm not here and someone else is issuing the liquor licenses, they go, oh, okay, well, yeah, you can open and operate just like everybody else. Well, you can, except for the fact that you applied for this.
Yeah.
And
If
this
there
is
was-
what was approved.
If there was a new owner that came in, they would have to go through the reapplication process though, right? So
Absolutely.
it would be an issue of them. And then what if parking becomes an issue over time? What's our ability to remediate that problem?
I don't think that we have the ability, if the current owners still have their liquor license, once they've been issued a liquor license, I think that we are limited to what they have. I don't think that we have any recourse as far as asking them to create more parking. I don't think.
Have you had any problems with parking to date being open for a year?
No.
Okay.
I-
And Alderman Masiacos,
I would
any-
just like to talk about two things that were just brought up. One is, it is a neighborhood restaurant. As such, it primarily caters to the neighbors and the neighborhood that it's in. Two, living there for just 2 short blocks away for 54, 55 years of my life, minus 4 years of going to U of I in Champaign, there's never really been a problem with parking right there. And there's been never a call about parking in the past 12 years of my 10 years as an alderman. So that's why right now I don't see anything that stands out to be an issue. And growing up, we didn't even have that open parking spot just directly to the east of it either. So, and I fought to keep that parking lot when I first came in as an alderman as well. When a few staff people that are retired now were thinking about getting rid of it. So I don't see how, at this point, at this juncture, there should be any concerns. You know, we're talking Murphy's Law maybe, knock on wood, but, you know, but like I said, it's a neighborhood. If you just look at the floor plan, there's not a lot of tables. This is a family-run shop. You'll go inside, you'll see them. I've been inside, they're there. They've already ingrained themselves into the neighborhood. They participated and provided food, volunteered their time over at the National Night Out event as well in the summertime. So it's not like they're just sitting in the place. They're out and participating too. So that's about it. Thank you very much.
And I think their track record as being business owners in the downtown area for so long, they had obviously a very good reputation there as well. So makes me feel good about them opening up a new location.
Yeah, I've eaten at Taqueria El Tío on River Street, and they have good food, so I want to recommend them.
Oh, yeah.
Any other questions?
Motion to approve.
Second.
Motion approved by Alderman Masiacos, second by Alderman Lash. Any further discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, motion carried, 5-0. Thank you very much. Good luck. Any other business to come before the PHS&T meeting?
Motion to adjourn.
Second.
Motion been made by Alderwoman Weiningarten, second by Alderman Lash to adjourn. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye opposed, motion carried, 5-0. We are adjourned at 4:17 p.m. Thank you, one and all.